Class is the homework for section 2.4, and it was just the odds. So we start off with number 1. So this one says, tell whether the ordered pair is a solution to the inequality in the graph. So if the point is 2, 1, x value is 2 or y value is 1, so we go to our graph. It's 1, 2, and 1. So it's right here. And it's obviously not in the shaded region, so no, not a solution. 3 is 0, 2. You go 0 and then up 2. And this one, even though it's right on the line, it's still on the solid line, so it is a solution. So yes. Alright, number 5. Tell whether the ordered pair is a solution to the system of inequalities. So we're doing the same thing, except now we're just going to go and substitute right into our inequality here. It's going to be our x value and our y value. So it's going to be -1 is greater than or equal to 3. That's obviously not true. So that's as far as we have to go. So no, not a solution. Number 7. Graph the system of inequalities. Alright, so on this one, I'm going to go ahead and do it on a separate sheet of paper. So the first one I see there is y is greater than 2. So I'll go to 2 on my y-axis, and 2. And there is no equal sign, so it's a shaded, it's a solid dashed line, sorry. So go ahead and do that right in there. I have no slope here, so it's just a horizontal line. And all the y values that are greater than 2, I'm going to go ahead and shade up. The next one is x is less than -3. So go to -3, 1, 2, 3. And here's just x, so that's going to be a vertical line. And again, no equal sign, so it's a dashed line. The x values that are less than -3 are the ones to the left. So I'm going to shade that in just a bit darker. And the last one that I see there is y is less than or equal to +3. So that's 3. And there is an equal sign, so that's a solid line. And the y values that are less than 3 are the ones that below it. So that's this part right here. And the part that I'm looking for is this triple shaded region. That's it. Alright, number 9. I'm going to the back of this one. Again, we're still graphing. First one I see is y is less than or equal to -2x. This one I do have a slope. However, my y-intercept here is 0. So I start at 0. And I go down 2, and over 1. So there's my other point. Down 2, 1, 2. And over 1. There's my other point. There's an equal sign, so it's going to be a solid line. It's a less than. So the y values that I'm looking for are the ones below 0. So -1, -2, -3. So I'm going to shade below that. The next inequality is y is greater than 1. So I'll go to 1 on my y-axis. And put that in there. And there is no slope, so again, it's just a horizontal line. And there is no equal sign, so it's a dashed line. From there, I'm looking at y values that are greater than 1. So that's 2, 3, 4, and all up there. So I'm going to go ahead and shade up above that line. And last one is x is less than 2. So I'll go to 2 on my x-axis. 1, 2. Go ahead and put that there. And it's just x. No y, so it's a vertical line. And no equal sign, so it's a dashed vertical line. X values that are less than 2 are those to the left of it. So that's 1, 0, -1. So I'm going to shade in that direction. And I'm looking for the triple shaded region, which is this part right here. Alright, moving on, number 11, my last graph. So y is less than 2x. There's no y-intercept, so that's at 0. A slope of positive 2, so I'll go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. No equal sign, so it's a dashed line. And y values that are less than 0. Less than will be -1, -2, all the way down, so I'm shading that direction. My next line is y is less than x plus 1. My y-intercept is 1, so I'm going to put that there. My slope is 1, so I go up 1 over 1, right there. Up 1 over 1, that's right there. I'll go and put that in there. No equal sign, so that's a dashed line. And again, less than, so I'm going to shade below that line. Last inequality is y is greater than or equal to 2. So I'll go to 2, 1, 2. No slope, so that's a horizontal line, and there's an equal sign, so it's a solid horizontal line. Greater than 2, so I'm going to shade above 2, so those are the y values greater than 2. And I'm looking for the triple shaded region, which is this part right here. That's it for graphing. Number 13 says write the system of linear inequalities that represents the graph. So here I see 1, 2 different lines. I'm going to go ahead and do the vertical line first. That one crosses my x-axis at 3. And it's shaded to the left, so that's 3, 2, 1. Those are values that are less than 3. So that's x is less than 3. It's a dashed line, so there's no equal sign. My last one here, this one crosses my y-axis at -2. It has a slope of 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's positive 1. And it's shaded below, so that's less than, and it's a dash, so no equal sign. And that's it, number 15. This one says you can spend at most $60 on beads. A bag containing red beads costs $2 per bag. A bag containing blue beads costs $3 per bag. You need more bags of blue beads than red beads. You need a minimum of 4 red bags. Red bags, I'm going to go ahead and call that X would be my red beads, and blue beads are going to be my Y. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tackle this last sentence first. You need a minimum of 4 red bags. So red bags was my X. So X needs to be 4 or more. So that's greater than or equal to 4. This next sentence says you need more bags of blue beads than bags of red beads. So blue beads was Y, and Y has to be more than red. There's no equal sign, so that's an X. There's no equal sign since they have to be more than, cannot be equal to. So it has to be strictly greater than X. My next sentence says a bag, and I'm going to do this money first. Sorry. At most $60. Means I can spend $60, but not more than $60. So that's whatever this is has to be less than or equal to $60. And that's the amount per bag. So that's 2x plus 3y is less than or equal to 60. I'm going to skip the graph part. B says identify and interpret the solution to the system. So here, let's say that our number of blue was 5 blue bags. And let's say 4 red. So let's see if this satisfies our equation here. So 4 is obviously equal to 4, so that satisfies, that's good. 5 is more than 4, so we're good there. And this last one is 2 times 4 plus 3 times 5 is less than or equal to 60. That's 8 plus 15 plus 3 equals 60. 8 plus 15 is 23. So that's good. So that is a solution to our system. And the last one says use a graph to determine whether you can buy 9 bags of red beads and 12 of blue. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and substitute. 9 bags of red beads, that satisfies our first equation, inequality. Blue beads has to be more than red, so that's good. And the last one, 2 times the number of red, which is 9, plus 3 times the number of blue, which is 12. And that has to be less than or equal to 60. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 12 is 36. 18 plus 36 is 40, 54. So that's good. So yes, satisfies all inequalities. Alright, that's it for 2.4. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll get to you as quickly as I can.